Okay guys, so I made another custom action figure. This time it's Springtrap because a lot of you, I mean Scraptrap. I don't know how I managed to say Springtrap. That was just really stupid, but yeah, you guys wanted me to like do Scraptrap for a long time now. So yeah, here he is. He was a pretty hard custom to make because I had to make his whole head out of clay, which was really hard to do, and it was pretty frustrating as well. But it came out really good looking, and I think I did a really great job on him. Not to give myself a compliment, but you know, he looks really nice. I think he might be like one of my best custom figures yet that I've made. I think he just came out really accurate. Now, like, basically what I did, you guys probably can't even know, you don't even know what like figure I used to make this guy. Some of you might, but I used Rockstar Foxy to make this guy, which is really surprising even to me, because Rockstar Foxy is the last figure you'd think to use on a Scraptrap custom. But no, I was like, last night I was like looking at my figures, I'm like, who would be good for Scraptrap's body? And then Rockstar Foxy's is like perfect. So I'm like, oh my god, I never even realized that. So yeah, here he is. I think he looks really nice. Basically, like what I did for the fleshy parts too, at first I was gonna hide like hot glue and stuff, but I didn't. Like I didn't do what I did with Burn Trap. Instead I just painted it on here. But yeah, I just did like red and dry brushed with some pink, and that's how I got the fleshy parts. And I painted all his like joints a bone color. Like basically all I did was just mix white paint with tan paint, and then I got this, and I just painted that wherever his like skeleton was, and like all his on his joints and stuff. On his hand I was gonna add nails, actually I did, but they just kept falling and breaking off, and I didn't want to have to hot glue them on. And when I did hot glue them on, it's just like hard to do, and it just kept falling off and stuff, so there's no point in me doing that. On his feet I made them from clay. This one was a bit harder to do, and that's why it looks wonky compared to this one, because his leg was here, as you can see. Well, not his leg, his like pirate leg or whatever, yeah, was there. So I had to like sculpt around that and stuff and add clay there. His ear fell off. That's great. Okay, there we go. But yeah, this is I think he came out really nice. I just used a bunch of clay on him to like sculpt out some other areas and stuff to make him look more accurate. Like on his shoulders, I got clay so that he didn't have shoulder pads anymore and all that. And then I used clay for his little spike thing right there. And yeah, everything else I kind of just used. I also used like a Dremel to get all his withering in, which is what I always do. And then I painted like some flesh parts, and some of them, and others didn't have it, but yeah, you know. And then how I made his head was like, I made his like skull, like his actual skull, how like it looks like. Then I added his like suit onto it, and that's basically how I made his head. And I think it turned out pretty well. His eyes were just pretty simple, you know. But yeah, that's basically all that I did with him. He was pretty hard to make, but it was mostly because of his head. His body wasn't too hard to do though. I just had to sculpt a lot of it, and like use a bunch of like, I was grinding it down and stuff to make it look more accurate to Scraptrap does. Here is Scraptrap next to all my other Springtrap or Spring Bonnie figures. And yeah, he's gonna be my final Springtrap custom, at least for this year, because look how much Springtrap figures I have, or just variants of him. I have a bunch. Yeah, there is a lot of them. But yeah, this is like, I don't think I'm gonna make any more Springtrap figures after this. I don't know what else there is to make. I mean, I'm not gonna make dark Springtrap. I'm not gonna like do that. I'm not gonna ruin a perfectly good Springtrap figure for that, but you know. I'm really glad I didn't have to use a Springtrap figure to make this guy, because dude, I have tie-dye Springtrap and 3 other Springtrap figures, but hold on. One of them I'm not going to use because it's a 2016 Springtrap, or what, 2015. But so that's why I'm not using one of them. And then the other one is missing a leg, and the other one is completely fine. But I want to use the one that is completely fine, the like re-release version, to like display and stuff and just keep. And then my tie-dye Springtrap, I also just want to keep and display, because guess what? tie-dye Springtrap, tie-dye Springtrap, tie-dye Springtrap. Like, I've ruined so many now, and he's gone up in price a lot, so that is why I did not use him on this. And I'm glad I didn't have to, because this is also way more accurate. At first, I was like, why are people using Springtrap to make Scraptrap figures? That's just so weird to me. But yeah, here's how he came out. His arm is super loose, by the way. This, or his hand, I guess I should say. His forearm. Yeah, it's like really loose, even though I'm trying to fix it. I can just hold it up, I guess. But yeah, his articulation is still all the same. Even though I made his head out of clay, it can still move. I don't know why. Hold on, it's hard because I can't move it because it's with one hand. But it's tightly secured onto his head and stuff, and I can take it off and all that stuff. And then his legs and arms move perfectly fine and stuff. I'm gonna get these figures out of the way. All right, there we go. That's better. But yeah, he can move his arm right here, and he can do that. And also, I didn't try doing that. That was just a hot glue, but it, like, it gave him 2 extra spikes, which I think is pretty good. And that camera just did that. I don't know why. Okay, and then this arm can also move fully. This hand joint is pretty loose though. This isn't Rockstar Foxy's hand because he had a hook here originally. Had to cut off his hook. And I used Glamrock Freddy's hand from my last custom because I had to cut off Glamrock Freddy's hands for that. But yeah, it's super loose for some reason. His leg can move. And right here, a pretty good movement. Same with this leg. This foot used to be able to swivel, but I had to glue it in place because it kept falling off because, you know, whatever. He can, this is what I was talking about. He can open his jaw like that, which I think is really cool. And he can move his head around. And his head can come off. So yeah, and it's actually tightly secure on there, his head, because I don't know why it is more secure than Burntrap's, but yeah, you can just see just from right there that Burntrap's head is a lot loose. Like, dude, it's just laying on here. But I just use the same technique I used on Burntrap's head, just placing the joint in the clay while it's not dried out and stuff. But yeah, I did it better on this one, so that it actually stay on this time instead of just coming up constantly. And I think it's cool that he can open his mouth. It's not even really intended. It's just because the hot glue didn't really stick his upper jaw and bottom jaw together that well. I didn't use any dry brushing on this guy or black wash or anything like that, like what I use on like pretty much every one of my figures, because I was looking at the picture and he didn't have any. Like, he wasn't dirty and stuff, and he was withered in the pictures, and he was like this and all that, but like he wasn't actually like dirty. I don't know how to explain it. There's like no dirt spots on him and stuff, like you know, like Burntrap, for example, or something like that. So I didn't do that on him. But yeah, I think he's a really good figure. I really like him. I did not expect him to come out this good, especially using a Rockstar Foxy figure and just making his head completely out of clay. I did not expect it to look this good. I really like how it came out. But yeah, this is gonna be like my last Springtrap figure. Not forever, maybe not, it depends. Because I've made pretty much every variant of Springtrap there is. And I don't like doing AR skins anymore for custom figures, unless it's like a really cool one. Like, this guy is cool because like this guy's pretty much canon flaming Springtrap, because this is like how I imagine Springtrap looked like when he was like burning in FNAF 3. But like, other than that, yeah, I'm kind of done with AR skins on my figures, because I've made a lot in the past and they're just simple repaints, and I just don't like wasting a figure just to repaint them, like to look like something else. Like I did with Black Art Bonnie or something like that. I want to do something cool like this. Like, this is a lot better than, I don't know, like making a different Rockstar Foxy. I don't remember. But anyways, I don't know why I said I don't remember. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember. Oh yeah, his torso can still swivel. Can't do it right now because maybe I can. No, I can't, because I'm holding my phone. But yeah, this is how he came out. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this figure. I think he came out really nice. Did not expect him to come out like looking like super accurate. Like, his mold at least is really good. His paint could be better, but I couldn't get like exact paint color. I tried my best. I had to do it for like a while. But yeah, anyways guys, I think that is it for today's video. Please like and subscribe because this guy took me forever to make. And if you're wondering like, oh, 70 Denby, where's the process of you making this guy? Well, I'm gonna have that in a separate video. This is just a showcase of this guy, just showing you what he looks like and stuff. And then tomorrow I am gonna post a video of a tutorial of how to make this guy. So instead of like just going with the process of how I made them, I'm actually gonna like do a tutorial of how to make this guy. And yeah, hopefully that does well. If it does, then I'll do more videos like that. So like every time I make a custom, I'll do like that type of style. Maybe not, but yeah, I just felt like the process of making them was a bit like, I don't know. It was pretty cool. It's good for shorts, but I don't know. It just wasn't fitting in. I don't think anyone would want to watch it unless it's like a tutorial. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna have 2 separate videos of this guy. This one is just showcasing the figure, and tomorrow I'm gonna have a video of a tutorial of how to make him. So yeah, bye guys. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.